The Texas high school football community, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Before you take your tailgate and the hot dogs hit the grill, let's play a little catch-up. By district is in the books.
Round 2.
Moving into the area portion of the bracket.
Fight!
Denton Guyer and Cedar Hill both had this area championship circled on their calendar. Flip back 11 weeks and you would see exactly why. 704 teams will whittle down to 12 state champions. First test, by district. Win, and you get to say bye. Bye. Lose, and you're permanently on bye. Tempers run high, stakes held high, and by the end of each game, a gold football hoisted high. In the fall, Jerry's World is home to the Dallas Cowboys. College sports. And starting this week, Texas high school football. The Battle of Beltline. Few high school rivalries in Texas, perhaps even the country, can compare. It features Cedar Hill and DeSoto, two state powers whose schools are less than 6 miles apart. But make no mistake, the relationship is not very neighborly. Cedar Hill would not take long to turn this rematch into a mismatch, but their lead would not stay intact. On this night of Friday the 13th, U.S. Trinity stormed the field fearless. By the time the clock hit 0, the Trojans were looking scary good and were dancing the night away. A district championship set in brisk 40-degree conditions. This rivalry's 2019 rendition would heat up and fast. Texas high school football. What comes to mind? Rowdy towns, crowded bleachers, and loud stadiums filled to the brim. But when Washington, D.C. powerhouse St. John's paid a visit to Dallas on Saturday, what mattered was the scoreboard.
Wait till that clock say fourth quarter, 0-0. That's it.
By that time, Duncanville served up a statement win and a national reminder to not mess with Texas. Losing grasp of their season, Guyer held on by a thread, with their tunnel's light growing dim. Words lit a flame. From coach to player.
Why not you? Be special.
From player to coach.
Told you, coach, we're not going to let you down.
When looking elimination dead in the eye, Lancaster would not blink. As a player's pregame prediction,
They told me, Coach, we're not losing.
became a postgame preach.
We are bound to the champion, fellas. Great job!
A Cotton Bowl shootout featuring the best of the Metroplex ended in fireworks as a Guyer game winner sawed off the horns. Their seasons created a collision course for AT&T Stadium, where they meet again. With Halloween in the rear view, Lamar and Bowie take November football with only one loss apiece, and their navigation set for the playoffs. But after this crosstown contest, only one of these Arlington teams could ride into the sunset with 8 wins to their name. Byron Nelson Volleyball, the #1 ranked team in the nation, and now, for the first time in program history, state champions. But a win doesn't only fill trophy cases in Trophy Club Texas, but it fulfills a quest for gold inspired by a jersey that's orange. In 2013, the Bobcats lost aspiring volleyball player Aubrey McNeil to a fatal car accident. She died on her way to a JV practice a week before starting her freshman year at Byron Nelson High School. Over 6 years since Aubrey passed, a pair of traditions live on at every game in her memory. The libero wearing orange, her favorite color.
We all know her story and we want everyone else to know her story, so we thought that the best way is for the orange jersey for the libero.
And an extra seat on the bench left open for her to watch.
Keep a seat for her and keep those traditions for her. She was such a wonderful person, and I'm just proud that our girls continue that tradition.
While she never suited up for a game, and current Bobcats know her only for her story, Aubrey's impact is still felt on the court, in the locker room, en route to making history.
We weren't just playing for us, we were playing for her. We knew that no matter what, she was with us in this whole entire game.
She left a legacy here, and we want to continue that legacy.
The name Aubrey McNeil never made it on varsity rosters or stat sheets. But it's been ingrained in a culture, building bonds, creating ties, and eventually uniting a state champion team.
Our connection is so unreal that there's no one else that could compare to the love I have for these girls.
You know, you only dream and you hope and pray as a coach that you can give them the state championship that they deserve. It just makes it so special that it happened with the orange jersey. I'm just so happy that we could continue the traditions for Aubrey.
Senior night is a special occasion in sports, a memory that many high school football players won't forget. But one team this year could not thank the senior that they wanted to thank the most.
That was like our big brother. That was my big brother.
He's with us in everything that we do.
Meet Anthony Strather, star defensive end on the Bowie Volunteers of Arlington, Texas, or former star. Anthony was shot and killed when trying to break up a fight off school campus on October the 17th. Now his teammates try to turn tragedy into triumph, and in Anthony's name.
You just gotta do it for Tony, man. Cause he looking down on us. He wanted to do this. If he was here, he would want to do the same thing. So we gotta do it for him. We decorated lockers, all that.
We get a break to 4-6 every single day. It's tough for anybody to deal with, much less a high school football player.
The number on their chests, in their lockers, and in their hearts represents a warrior.
Player that gave everything he had.
He brought energy to this team.
A brother.
Such a good friend to the guys and teammate.
Man, he meant a lot to this team.
And now, a purpose.
We're just fighting for him. Live harder, play better.
1, 2, 3, penalty!
He can't disrupt backfields or swarm to the ball, but in a way, Tony's presence is felt now more than ever.
He's very passionate, had an iron will. We talk about those things and we want to play that way. We want to play the way that Tony played so that we can remember him.
Bowie is playoff bound.
Down to the killer!
And despite adversity, bound together.
This tragedy, I think it may help us get through some tough times, the pain that we're going through, learning how to deal with it and leaning on one another and just trying to put our best foot forward every single opportunity.
We got a victory!
From here on out, playoffs will play along like the most wonderful time of the year. Ahead of Thanksgiving, teams will try to earn their spot at the table of contenders. After Black Friday, some teams will still shop. Others will have already dropped. As holiday decorations go up, more teams will go down. As trees are lit, playoff hopes go dark. And as temperatures out here go down, tempers in there will go up. And by the time Santa is here, state champions will deck their school halls with banners, receive golden rings like it's the third day of Christmas, and leave this place with memories for a lifetime. Thank you. I cannot tell you how appreciative I am of everything you've given me this year. All the support, from players to coaches to fans to coworkers to referees. Thank you so much.